Hello.
This is how we start our podcast.
Hello.
You know why? It's because obviously before, and you know what we've heard everyone wants us to look at the camera more instead of looking at each other, and we'll try.
We're going to try, but how can I not want to look at this?
Same.
Beautiful, gorgeous.
And also too, I went through this binge and I watched all of our podcasts together or with my husband. And I told Crystal this and I was like, oh my God, we're so engaged with each other. Like we're like actually paying attention to each other and like we're actually looking at each other and like really engaged with what the other person was saying. And I think you motherfuckers need to value that more.
Yeah.
You guys just need to value that more. We're bringing some real honest content here.
So we're going to try our best to.
We will do, yes. We'll treat you guys like the
Bring
other.
You in.
Yes. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we have a new piece here, guys. We have a new piece added. If those just listening that can't see it, it's a thing to make like the ASMR thingy sound less ASMR-y, but I don't know how effective it's working. I don't know. We'll see. So we are on episode 3.
Woohoo!
We're on episode 3, and we're gonna start this with gratitude. So as of yesterday, we had 222 downloads from our podcast, and literally that's huge.
Yay!
Thank you so much, everybody.
Muchas gracias, amores.
Yes,
Muchas gracias.
We just
thank you.
We intentionally have no structure to these podcasts. We've said that before. Like when we listen to podcasts, I don't know, man. Anybody else, if anyone's listening to this or whatever, I don't know. They just follow, seems like YouTube videos. Like they just follow this like same structure. And I actually find, I don't know if you do this, but when I'm listening to a podcast or a YouTube video, I literally quickly skip the first like 30 seconds of it.
Yes.
Because I know it's just going to be like, okay, on today's episode. And that's no hate. It's just, I can't fucking hear that anymore. Mm-hmm. I can't hear it. So, and I also just want it to be like, because we're so just like us together. So I just want that to be, that's our whole intention.
Well, somebody was, I was chatting with somebody this morning. They're like, what's your day consist of? I'm like, oh, well, I'm podcasting. They made a cute remark. So your fucking mom's it up. And I'm like, yes, I am. And they're like, well, what's on the menu for today?
Good question.
And I'm like, well, it was my job to be the organizer of our flow.
Yeah.
Who we're bringing on and how we're going to do all of it.
Kind of structure things in a way.
Yeah, structure it. And I said, we kind of decided that with each other, because we did this all with Facebook, that we didn't want to lose that. That, the whole reason why we're doing this in the first place. It's like that free flow. That, you know, you have a topic, but then.
And it's like just a kind of fun thing. It's like, when friends get, especially like guys, I find, first of all, men, you guys need to like be friends with more guys again. We're going to do a whole show on that.
Yes,
but like when guys actually get together, they always do something. And I find when girls get together, we don't fucking do anything. And it's like, oh, do you want to come over? It's like, I do because I want to see you, but I don't want to fucking sit in your living room and drink cold coffee for 3 hours. It's so fucking boring. So I feel like this is a fun thing to do, to hang out also. You know, it's like a fun thing to like add to our friendship. We're just rambling because that's what we fucking do. But this is our podcast in a nutshell. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for 222 of you for listening to us ramble for like an hour and 10 minutes. That's our limit. That's our fucking limit. We have a limit today because that's all we have on our SD card, our thick stick.
Thick stick.
We only have an hour and 10 minutes, so we're gonna get this.
Yes.
Okay. So if you've listened to us before, you know we start this show with a motherfucking would you rather.
Would you rather?
And I'm going to post it later. I'm going to post this would you rather later. And Crystal, would you like to tell us, would you like to inform everybody where our would you rathers came from?
What do you mean?
Who the fuck made up the would you rathers?
Oh, my mom.
Crystal's mom. Big shout out.
Yeah, mom was down helping me when I went to Costa Rica for work. I did a women's retreat, and I will be able to tell all of you about that more.
Next episode, I think.
Yeah, I think next episode. The ladies were happy. They told me that they were happy for me to share our stories.
That's awesome.
So we can help other people. So it's beautiful. And so mom I was like, Mom, what would you rather? And I gave her some of ours. And I was like, why don't you come up with some? So yeah, she went to town.
She did.
She did.
She came over. She came over to our house, and she really wanted Crystal to read those out and let it loose. It was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you, Patty. And I've got her earrings on again.
Huge shout out to our beautiful earrings.
Yeah, Mama, you're doing good.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. But and if you're just listening and you can't see, maybe go onto our social media. We'll shout her out because they're really, really pretty.
Yeah, these ones are the porcupine.
Porcupine. Oh my God! Those are actual real porcupine quills.
Yes, they are.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, she's pretty crafty. That lady.
She is crafty.
She comes up with sexual what would you rather's, makes earrings. Jeez, what else does this lady do?
God. And she does good canned food because I've had some of her pickled stuff.
Yeah.
And CBD gummies.
Yeah. Yes, she does. And good cream. She's
oh my God, the bear cream.
Yeah. The bear grease.
Bear grease. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get into this
I think we have just, okay, which one is this one? Oh my God, okay. We have a story to tell you with this one.
Okay, so Kris and everybody out there and the people that can only hear us and not see us.
You guys are very unfortunate because look at us.
We are looking really good today. You look very beautiful.
You look very beautiful. Your outfit matches your makeup and your eyes. Looks good.
Your outfit just matches
This
me,
is very Dharma and Greg of us today. I actually had one of our wonderful listeners. She's one of my kids' best friend. She was working at a store and I saw her there. And I was like, oh, hi. So we make some small talk or whatever. And then as I was walking, she was the cashier. And as I'm like, okay, see you later. And then she goes, oh, Kris. And I kind of turned around because she's kind of quiet. She doesn't, you know who she is.
Yeah.
And she's kind of a quiet lady, super sweet. So I kind of turned around. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, I know who Dharma and Greg is. She's like, I can't believe people don't remember that show. And she's like, it was the best. I was like, it was the motherfucking best show.
It was the best show.
Like, I love that show. So we have a Dharma and Greg thing going on hardcore today.
Yeah.
Shout out to us if you fucking remember Dharma and Greg. It was the best show. It was the parents that made the show so good. Yeah. It was the parents. They were so funny. Yes. They were so funny. Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Kris. Humans. What would you rather? A threesome. Remember, this is for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Okay? So what would you rather? A threesome. Mm-hmm. So if it's men or women, you get to choose. Do you want a man or a woman in your threesome?
Can you switch it up? Or does it have to be the same? Okay.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
We can switch it up.
Okay.
One day, if you want to have a guy there, then you can have a guy. If you want another girl there, then you can have another girl. Yeah, sure. We can have a good old switch.
Because you did ask this. I didn't really answer it, but you just threw it out there, and we'll tell you a fucking hilarious story about that.
Yes.
But I never asked that. That's a good.
Yes.
Okay, so you can switch it up.
So it could be
like your husband and another woman, or your husband and another man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for men, it's
switch it around. Yeah.
Switch it around. Okay. Or a couple's wife swap, like not a wife swap, like a couple's swap.
But every time.
Every time.
So you would never have sex with your partner
again?
Well,
no, you can have sex with your partner, but it's like, okay, no, maybe we need to rephrase this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so once a month, you're going to have a little bit of a kinky fun time.
A couple swap.
So you're going to do the threesome or you're going to do a couple swap. Okay. What do you choose? And the couple they're good looking. So you're not, let's make it good.
Okay.
Like, so no matter what, everybody's good looking.
Okay.
It's
same for the threesome?
Same for the threesome. It's good looking. Like, so the woman, if you're calling in another woman, she's hot.
So wait a minute. So every single time you have sex, it has to be either a threesome.
No, we're doing this once a month. Once a month.
Okay.
So you're the rest of the month you're having whatever sex.
Normal sex. Okay.
So normal. Okay. Whatever sex it is that you're having.
Okay, that's
it may not be normal to. So people's everyday sex may not be quote unquote normal sex.
I always get a kick out of that when people are like, oh, just like vanilla sex. And you're like, really? What is vanilla sex? I don't even know.
Well, I think it's the wham bam thank you ma'am, the vanilla sex.
Oh, that's not vanilla sex. That's so awful then.
I've got a good another would you rather.
Okay, but we have to do this one.
Yeah, no,
so
I know.
I feel like you would be like, I picked both.
Yeah.
I picked both. Can I have both? It's not an option. Okay, for me, oh goddamn. I'll pick the threesome.
Okay.
And because I don't really want a couple swap. That's not my scene. I don't know. I don't think I would like that.
Okay.
But the threesome, can it be? Yeah, it doesn't.
So are you choosing a man or a woman for your threesome?
Oh, a man.
So it's
Definitely.
it's you, Nate.
No, okay.
There's going to be some fighting going on.
Tell the story. Tell the story. Oh, my poor husband.
So I got to see when we brought my mom. We came over and we were asking the question. So, and Nate's he came home from work
as
for
you
lunch,
were leaving.
yeah. And no, he was leaving. He was leaving back to work, remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was like, Nate, before you go, I've got a question for you. And then I was like, what would you rather?
Yeah.
Threesome or wife swap and couple swap? And right away, he answered very quickly, actually. He
threw the couple swap immediately up.
Yeah. He's like, no. I'm not going to share. I'm not going to share her. And he's like, threesome, and then I'll fight the guy. What did he say? I'm courageous? No, I'm crazy?
Like, I'm fucking crazy. And what did he say?
What was the other thing he said?
What was it? It was like,
I'm confident and I'm crazy. I think it was something along those lines. And I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why didn't he go to like a girl?
No.
You know, like
he went right to another guy and that he was gonna fight him. Yeah. And then as he was saying that, all I could imagine was two naked guys fighting with their dicks all over the place. And I'm just like sitting on the bed like, what's happening? And then I was like,
but I'm
not against this.
This is like, but that's kind of part of your
right, we're getting into today because anybody who listened to our was it episode 2? Yeah, episode 2, we finished off by talking about Crystal's really fucking specific question, but it's specific on purpose because it's supposed to get the juices going in your brain. And that was like, what is your kinky date fantasy? So it's a combo wombo. You've got the date and you've got the kink and you've got to combine it and see what happens. Yeah. And I'll tell you what mine is in a minute. But no, it was like literally she's so right. His response was like, laser fast. And then I was like,
laser fast.
Does he just sit around thinking about this shit? Like he just, that just came up so quick for him. Like his instant response was like, yeah, it's a threesome and I'm fighting a guy to the death.
Yeah.
Any other guy would have like, right?
No, every other guy that I've asked is like threesome with another lady. And that's their answer. Yeah. Threesome with another lady.
Oh,
I'm like, okay.
His was fight to the death.
Fight to the death.
Fight to the death.
So why do you think his brain didn't even go to having 2 ladies?
Because I'm telling you this. You don't understand this. He's so picky.
Okay.
Like when I say picky, I mean picky. And it's picky in a way that like, I actually don't feel like a lot of people are going to feel me on this one. I actually feel like I would love it. Like, I would love for somebody to be like, actually, no, bitch, I totally get you on this. His pickiness makes me, it always has. No matter how much he, like, tries to reassure me, his pickiness makes me feel very, like not self-conscious, like, super self-aware.
Okay.
Super self-aware. Because he'll notice, and I don't mean it's picky in, like a sexist, misogynistic kind of way. His job is to notice particular details and he's very detail oriented. So he'll notice everything. Like when we were young, because we've been dating forever, right? Like when we were young and we would watch like a movie in like the 90s and there'd be like the classic like hot girl in it, right? Yeah. I'd be like, oh my God, she's so pretty. Because I'm not picky. I think like I have a whole, like, I am for like,
you're more picky than,
no, I mean as a couple.
You're like, Crystal, jeez, Crystal.
I see.
And I'm like, but everybody's beautiful, Chris. Come on, Crystal.
Okay, I mean for your partner, yes. I have a standard for you that I would like for you to meet. But I mean just as seeing everyone's beauty. Because that's the thing. Like, he doesn't.
You're right.
Like he doesn't. He notices, like he'll be like going back to the movie scene, right? Like he'll be like, yeah, her eyes are a little bit far apart. I feel really bad saying that because he's so like fucking nice, right? Yeah. He's like, but I don't know, her eyes are a bit far apart. Or he'll be like, I don't know, her shoulders are a bit small. Like if we had a baby, I want them to have bigger shoulders than that. Like his brain goes to procreation mode immediately. Like, I don't know if I'd want to procreate with that lady. So it makes me feel so, like, I find I apologize all the time for my appearance. Like, he'll come home for lunch and I've been fucking cleaning or something. And I'm in, like, my disgusting pajama bottoms. He comes home and I'm like, honey, you didn't tell me you were coming home. He's like, that's fine. It's okay. Like, I'll get my own food. I'm like, no, I mean, look at me. I'm fucking gross.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, you're beautiful. You look beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, he's so picky. I'm like, so he reassures me like 1,000 times a day that that's not the case. But that's why he wouldn't pick that. Is because he's literally so fucking picky.
But what if, then I have to rephrase the question to him then. I'm going to rephrase it.
What if it was like 2 me's? I asked him that before.
Oh.
I did.
Yes.
I was like, what if it was like 2 of me?
Yeah.
And it was so funny. He was like,
I can see him too, with that.
He's so serious. Yeah, he does. He literally like, I'm sorry, Nathan. You just got to listen to this. We're talking so much about him. I can see a time because my producer daughter like made it so I could see the time. And I'm like, we've been talking about poor Nathan for like 10 minutes. But yeah, so it's, I can't remember what he said. I think he said yes. But yeah, no, he's just likes to just one person focused.
That's good though.
Yeah. And I guess just that other guy just.
But maybe he wants to fight. Maybe that's
like, that's
you know, like.
Yeah, I guess
he's like, I'm the winner. I got her.
Yeah.
I punched that guy out. She doesn't need a threesome. Look at what I just did.
The guy's just unconscious on the floor.
Yeah. There's your threesome, dear. What do you think of that?
Oh my God. Oh, P.S. I'm very happy. Look, I can like smile normal now. Because remember, guys, I told you, if anyone watched like our social media or whatever, I got Botox. We love our Botox girl. It's my fault. I asked for Botox in this part. And I got it right here. And for the longest time, I was like, when I was smiling. So when we were doing the podcast, I was like laughing like a Japanese anime girl because I was trying to like hide my face. Yeah. And now it's like, it's better. I can actually make a face. So now, but I have this habit now of covering my face because I did it for like 3 months.
No more covering your face.
Okay, so what did you pick? Okay. I know you want to pick both.
No, well, okay. So, I feel like I've explored those realms.
Yeah.
So
you like have actual real life experience
with the threesome.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like.
Have you ever done a couple swap in real life?
I haven't. So I would choose that.
Oh, I feel like that would be really good for you in a relationship. Like if you could find a partner that would like explore that in a healthy way.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be really good for you. Because you need a lot of variety. And I don't just mean in a sexual way. I mean just like in life. You need a lot of variety.
I need I've really realized like I need stimulation in my mind. It's like I'm just like.
Because you're a Gemini
it's
sun.
Like right now it's like just like there's so much curiosity just exploding within me. And it's like feeling back into that childlike like, oh, what if because
that's just your energy though in general.
Well, I feel like after Costa Rica, it's even expanded so much more. It's like, I used to say no to this, and I'd be like, hard nose.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
But why? You've never tried that, this, and this, and this, and you're ready to just say, no. No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what if I can find some feminine essence in that.
Yeah.
In that dance.
Because that's something that you're like aiming for.
Yeah. So for me, like with that masculine energy calling forward, I do need somebody that's going to like, I need a lot of people to stimulate me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Because already a few of them have, another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
And another one goes.
That's why, again, I'll bring him up. That's
another
why
one bites the dust.
Crystal won't be able to even partially settle down in a conventional way until she's probably 60. He's like, hey, that's when you're going to get your facelift. It'll be a big fucking year for you.
I'm going to finally land me a man.
You guys, You have no idea what it's like. Unless you literally see yourself on video all the fucking time, you have no idea what it's like to watch hours and hours of your video while you're like, look at my fucking chin. Yeah. Look at my flat hair. Like, I had like body dysmorphia watching these videos for the first time. I was like, literally, my face looks like it just melts into my neck. Like, I look like I look like a sweet potato. It looks like my face is the shape of a sweet potato.
But at least you're a sweet potato.
What's
and not
yours?
just a regular potato.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Okay, so that's what you would pick? So we picked different things.
We picked different things.
Again, because I'm telling you, every time I say this on the videos, I'm like, Crystal never fucking listens to when I'm saying this.
I do listen.
All of our things are exactly the same. If it's outside of direct human intimacy with somebody, they're exactly the same. Yeah. As soon as you add naked bodies together, we go whoop, and we go to totally different places.
Opposite.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
But everything else is exactly the same. And we're both so like, no, on like our answer for the other one. Like, fuck the underwear.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, it's our thing now. Fuck this. Fuck
the underwear.
that.
I've got a great picture of me in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Of me, fuck the underwear. Well, it was my bikini bottom. And that's what I felt. I was like, yes, let it go.
Fuck the underwear.
Fuck it.
Okay, so we are going to bust into this. Is Crystal opening gum? Let's see how well this popper works. Oh my God, anyone listening with iPod, earbud things, I apologize.
I'm putting a piece of gum into my mouth.
There we go. Very erotic. For those of you listening, use your imagination. Okay, so we left off about, I guess we'll just recap because it's been a fucking long time since we've had a podcast up.
Yeah. But wait,
What?
How have you been?
Okay, we'll do this, yes.
Yeah, let's try to like 5-10 minutes of...
I've been not good.
How have you been the past couple weeks?
I've been not good.
Okay.
No, I've been not good.
Please share.
My son, my middle son, was super sick. Had to go to the hospital, run a bunch of tests and shit like that. His blood work came back good. He's got a little heart thing, but they said it shouldn't be a big deal. Went for more chest x-rays. But that bitch has been sick since like a week before Christmas. Remember, I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I can have Christmas at my house. So... yeah, he's been like super unwell, which is so fucking frustrating because like, I always joke that I like do nothing because my doing something is literally just taking care of the people in my home. Yeah. Like my kids don't even eat fucking store-bought bread. Like I make everything from scratch for them. They eat so healthy. They have so many supplements. Like, so seeing him just get sick all the time... frustrating. Just made me feel like a failure.
A lot of moms feel like that, don't they?
Yeah. I felt like I just failed him, and it was hard because also too, like, I hate being nursey. Like, the only reason why I did it is because you're so, like, I'm, like, propelled with anxiety that I don't want anything to happen to him, right? So I'm in this, like, neurotic space. Every time he comes into my room or I hear him cough, it's like you have a baby again.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because it was bad. His temperature, just so everyone knows, his temperature was, like, 40 degrees for 5 straight days. And unless he had an ice towel on his back, I couldn't, the lowest we could get it to was 38.8, which is, like, drilled into my head. So that was trash. That was really trash. And we live in Canada. We live in Ontario. And the weather here has been fucking garabugio. Garabugio. Like, I'm looking out the window right now. Thank God we have sun today.
I know. I asked him. I was like, raw. Please, honey. I'm like, please, because I woke up this morning. I was like, it's so dark out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't handle this. I'm feeling very cunty today.
Yeah.
That's just...
So, yeah, your mood.
What's current your mood?
Yeah.
Feeling like a cunt.
Yeah.
Feeling like I want to be a cunt to everybody. Mm-hmm. Just, except for you.
No.
But looking out in our beautiful Canadian... I think you and I both have a bit of seasonal depression right now.
I know. I came to grips with that last night because I hate admitting shit like that. Yeah. But I realized that last night because I also cannot get out of bed. Like, I cannot
It's dark in the morning, babe.
It's cold as fuck.
It's cold, and it's like literally if people... We have nice sunny climate people watching. My Mexico friends.
Yes.
No bueno. It's like snow up to here. And it really is. It's black in the morning.
Yep. And it is black at 5 p.m. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and then also too, you get kind of cabin fever. And because Godric was sick too. That's my youngest son. But he's like, that kid was the youngest, so he was kind of forgotten about when he was little. So he ate all this gross germs and dirt. Now he has like an amazing immune system. But he was fine. He was sick for like 3 days. Oh, and my daughter got her wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
And then Nathan fell down the stairs and hurt his fucking surgery shoulder again. So I've been nurse mode for like a month. And guys, that's not my fucking mode.
No, it's not your jam.
It's not my jam.
Your energy has been a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be like, "Rah!" and just be free from this like nursey, domestic-y mother mode, you know? So why are you sassy? Why are you sassy?
We need a vacation.
Yeah, but you just had a vacation.
No, I was working.
I
Thank you
know.
very much. No. No. Let's not get it twisted here.
Didn't you get like 4 days off?
I got a couple days, but still, I was still looking at different properties, doing meetings with people. I was still seeing other clients. It was
Oh yeah, because you took some clients on when you were there.
right. So, yeah. So, just
want to fun.
calling it out.
Mm.
These ladies need a vacation.
I know.
So if Sunwing wants to be like, here, 5-star free of charge, just put us up on your social media, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's hard. This is tough. This is
Yeah.
like, I find February and March isn't as tough come like mid-March. I think because there's some days where, you know, you're sitting here and you're like, what do I hear?
Yeah.
What do I hear? And you hear like drip, drip, drip.
No, but you
and
know
you're
what
like,
the best smell is? The best smell?
Earth.
It's no.
What?
It's the cow shit.
oh yeah.
In the spring, you're like, summer's coming. You're like, can you smell the shit? Yeah. Oh, it's the best smelling shit ever.
It's true.
like,
the
it
grosser
really
the
is.
smell in the
It's-
spring,
you're
the
like,
better.
woo!
It's true. It's true. So we haven't been very good lately, and I'm really glad that we can be honest about that because
Yes.
it feels like I feel just
Well,
like
and
ugh.
you're on your moon cycle. I'm
Mm.
getting my moon cycle for the second time this month
Oh,
because I was with the 12 women.
Right.
And we literally the day we left, we all started our period.
fuck.
Which was, and then now I'm like a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, I'm getting it again.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
So that's my cunty mood.
That's righteous. That's fine.
Cunty. And then, yeah.
But I
yeah.
feel like I'm like we talked about this when we were getting ready. I'm like really choosing to be here too. This is like an active choice because clearly I have enough like emotional intelligence
Yep.
to understand that I'm in this icky place and I could get out of it. I know how to get out of it. We've even talked about it, like ways to kind of like dabble within your feminine and stuff like that.
Well, what did I
Really
do this
similar.
morning before I came to
Yeah.
you? I even have a video of me dancing this morning with my washing gloves, all my laundry behind me, and I'm like, okay, let's shake this shit off. Let's fucking let's move out of this energy. But then it's like, am I moving out of it because I think that I'm not supposed to be there?
Yeah.
And am I taking something away from myself for not actually sitting within my cunty shit fucking mood?
Yeah.
Instead of like, because you know how I am, everything's rainbows and unicorns and awesome. And for me, 99% of the time, they are.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm allowed to give myself 1% of human grumpy.
100%. But I think that doing this
Bitchiness.
podcast will help because we haven't done it for like 2 weeks. So I think that will help too.
Shift our
So,
energy.
I think so. I really think so.
I think so too.
I think so
babe.
too. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna talk about our and thank you for asking that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, we'll talk about this. So again, hilarious and so specific. But it's our kinky date fantasy, and it's funny because so Crystal was away, right? So we couldn't do podcasts then, and then my son was like hella sick, so we couldn't do it last week. So it's funny. It's given me a lot of time to like stew over this, like think about this, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so funny that we actually have to like say this to the world.
So I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing a Facebook group, and I was even thinking like maybe another group, but like have like full details of things, because there's some stuff I would like
Yeah, we'd have to go outside of Facebook for that because they have too many like moderators.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us, is that something you're interested in?
Yeah. I think we could make it something that people are interested in for
I've
sure.
got some good fun stuff, because I was like, how full detail are we revealing?
Yeah.
Right. So like, I'm pretty good to reveal
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, there's some stuff that I'm not going to reveal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but maybe I would reveal on if I know it's a private group and everybody's kind of signing like a non-disclosure agreement.
Is also because
and we have kids.
Hi, our son's friends. Stop watching our fucking podcast, you nerds. These nerds are watching our freaking podcast. I'm like, okay, you guys can follow us on social media, answer the questions and stuff. But these guys are coming back to our kids and being like, is this true? And I'm like, that's episode 2, 42 minutes in. You watched our whole goddamn podcast. You guys, stop watching our podcast. What's going on? Do something else with your time.
Work out, go to the gym.
Watch some YouTube or something. Get out of here. Get out of here with watching this. So there, you've been warned. Get out of here.
Yes.
We love you. We love you. But like literally, stop listening to our goddamn podcast. We love the number increases, but we'll take the hit on our numbers. Oh my god, your gum's too smackety. It's really smackety.
Oh. I just got told.
I know, it's like it's kind of sexy, but it's
yeah.
So yeah, well, no more watching our podcast, guys.
No, I know it's a little.
You guys are like,
and if you want
14
to,
years
just
old.
Mind like keep it to you. You don't,
or just don't. This is a 18 plus podcast.
Yes,
it's 18 plus for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are their parents? Where are your parents? Why are
all of our friends? Come on, ladies. Learn what your kids are watching.
Yeah.
Some bad influences. Okay, so
are you gonna go first, or are you wanting me to go first?
I don't know. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
How many?
So you have to go 1, 2, 3, and then you do it.
Okay,
ready? No, what's this? This is like 100 times. 1, 2, 3, go. You beat me. Okay, what do you want me to do? Go first?
Yes, you go first.
Okay, even though it's Crystal's idea and her invention, so like we said, Crystal came up with this idea, and I said this in the last episode. She came up with this idea, and then she was like, ask Nate. My poor husband's in this conversation again. Ask him. And then he like really took some time, thought of a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told her, and she was like, that's crap. I'm like, what? It's not crap. And so then we had to get really specific. So yes, it's a combination of combining a date with kink.
Yeah.
And then kink. I think like we brought this up. We were talking about how we brought it up at New Year's. Yes, we did.
Oh, yes.
We brought it up at New Year's.
That's right.
Yeah. And then we were talking about how
the room went silent.
Yes, it did.
It was like,
yeah.
What did she just ask?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. What did I ask everybody?
And then it was like we were saying how it's funny how people, and then we were like, we could be wrong, but we were saying how it like we could feel people's minds going to latex and sex dungeons and BDSM.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to like explain that that's so not what kink is. And when you actually hear our stories that we're about to tell, you'll be like, oh, okay, that is kind of like, yeah, it's weird. Which I feel like weird equals
because
kink.
I was talking to somebody that is super in the domination.
Oh yeah.
Realm, and I told them my story, and they were like, it's good. They're like, wow, it's really good. They're like, but it's not kink, and I'm like, but how is it not kink?
Kink equals weird.
I'm like, how is that not kink?
Okay, if little maid uniforms can be kink, that's kink.
Yeah.
It's anything outside of like conventional ideas of what sexuality is.
Yes.
Right? So it's like when people are attracted to fucking vehicles and stuffed animals, that's kinky. It's weird. Right? Kinky is just like kind of weird.
When a guy rubs his car and calls her and tells her she's a good girl.
I hate to diss those people, but it's so confusing for me. Or people that fall in love with like are sexually attracted to buildings and structures. Have you seen that? I can't remember what the name for that is. There was this like one lady who was like sexually attracted to this dilapidated Ferris wheel in Britain, and like she got horny being around it.
Oh,
I know. So that's kind of kinky. That's kinky. How could you not call that kinky?
Yeah.
Right? So
that is very kinky.
It's very kinky.
Okay.
So there you go. I actually prefaced it with that, so ours would not seem very weird. Guys, at least we're not trying to hump a dilapidated Ferris wheel in Europe. Okay? So
hello, darling. Right. Do you
Ferris
wanna
wheel
come?
Caesar come up. He's like, oh no, will I not die already? Please.
Would you like to take a ride on my Ferris wheel? Oh no.
So let me see if I can even like get mine going here.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a breath.
Okay.
Let's get to that spot.
I had a really hard time doing this. It took me like 2 or 3 days of like constantly consciously thinking about it. And then of course my subconscious was also doing its thing. But I'm like, I was going through a whole bunch of different things that I thought, okay, I like that. But I wanted it to really like consume me when I thought about it. And I really wanted to feel like, woo, like everything else kind of just like disappears. Everything else just kind of like you're in that. You know what I mean? Like when you told me yours, it's like you were in that story.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
So that's what I was looking for. I'm like, okay, I really want to be like really present when I'm thinking about this story and this idea and this date. So for me, I came to the conclusion that physicality is really, I guess you would say, is kind of my kink. Yes. It's like I love going. This is the first thing I thought of because I was like, "Okay, come on, brain. Like, what really, really makes you like kick? Like, what really does it for you?
What tingles your yoni? What shakes that yoni up?"
And also, too, like I said, for me, because I'm always in my mind, I'm a mind person. What goes whoop and derails that? Yeah. And then I instantly thought, okay, when I'm running, I don't know why I thought that, but I was like, okay, when I'm running. Or when I'm doing physical activity, I'm laser focused on that. And then my mind kind of quiets and then I can just really focus in on that. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm starting somewhere with that. And then I was like, okay, I love watching people play football. Like I love watching
rugby.
Oh God, I love watching rugby.
You that's all you talked about last summer. You're like, you should have seen these guys, the older guys. Playing rugby, Crystal? I'm telling you. Oh my God. And I'm
rugby
like, really? Rugby?
Oh, girl.
Okay.
It's like, I love watching guys play rugby. And I swear, the first time I watched like rugby for real on TV, I was like, is this for real? Like, I feel like they shouldn't be allowed to show this on TV. Like, these guys are wearing these tiny shorts. They're all aggressive. And because they're not wearing a helmet or anything,
you get to see
it's like soccer players kind of, they actually do style their hair and they try to look good. And they're wearing those cute little preppy shirts and stuff.
It's very,
It's so sexy.
Yeah, it's very.
So, you know, that's what I was like, okay, that's kind of like, I got like a sports kink. That's because I have all those Aries placements. So then I was like, okay, when I go to the gym, I really struggle to not be like a creeper. I really struggle to not be a pervert. Because like I'll be like doing a thing and I'm telling you, I don't even mean to. And I'm not even attracted to the person. It's just I love watching men move and do physical things. Yeah. So I like will end up like I'll be like on the treadmill or I'll be doing like a workout and I'm like, oh my God, like I've been staring at this poor guy, right? Trying to do his workout. And like the best is like,
I'm sure he does not mind.
It's welcome.
You staring at him.
Oh my God. Yeah. And the best is like push-ups. Like I love watching men do push-ups. Yeah. I fucking love it.
You're all about the shoulders. I am about the shoulders. Remember you said you'd be a lazy bitch and be underneath because
I want the shoulder in my face. I want the collarbone. I want this part right here. I love that part. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm going somewhere with this. So then I started being like, okay, let me just start creating and see where this goes. So for me, a perfect kinky date would be you, and I'm just gonna make them like partner. Like it's a faceless entity, okay? Yeah. So it would be me and like a partner, okay? And this person has like, let's say gym friends or whatever, okay? And then we go to the gym and then I go do my thing. And then this person goes with kind of like their gym buddies. But I like that about the gym. It's not like too intense. It's kind of casual. Everyone's doing their own thing, right? Yeah. But then like your partner looks all good. And they're like doing workouts and they're doing like chin-ups and stuff like that. And they're lifting heavy weights. And all of the guys are kind of like, yeah, come on, you can do it. You can, like, you know when like guys hype each other up? I don't know. I love that. And
they spot each other. They're like, hey, can you spot me?
And but then they get all hyped. They're like, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. You can do it. I get And then it's so sexy. I love to see like the camaraderie with all the guys. I like to see they're all like they're all unique with their bodies, but they're all like in really good physical shape. And then I could just be so voyeuristic. You know, I'm kind of doing my own thing, but I can just be really voyeuristic and watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To me, that's what turns me on about yours.
That's what you like
That's
about
what
it?
I like. I'm like, okay, I'm not really into her thing, but I'm like, I like that she's looking at everybody. I'm like, I like that. And I'm like, that to me would be like, I'm like, okay, I'll try hers.
Yeah.
I'll try hers.
Because I really like that. That's a really big part of it, is that I don't really kind of want to be a part of that. Like I like to it's the same as, like I said, I love to watch the rugby games, right? Because it's like, I like to just observe. Okay, side note. I remember like boy bands and shit. Those were really popular when we were younger. Yeah. And people would be like, oh my God. And they loved like the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Like when we were younger, kind of like the more like feminine man was in style. Yeah. And I remember saying to my friends, like, I didn't like have the language or the knowledge. I'm like, I'm just not attracted to guys. Like girls would scream and stuff and guys would dance. And I'm like, doesn't do it for me, right? Yeah. But oh my God, in gym class or something, when someone was like amazing at dodgeball, I'd be like, I love that kid. I have a crush on him. Yeah. Like I love watching guys do physical things, or like or when they're able to pick up something really, really heavy. Yeah. I don't know why. It's just like I'm always like, oh my God. Like something deep within my DNA is like, you should value that. You should value somebody who's like really good at being in like peak physical shape. So then, after being voyeuristic at the gym or whatever, then we come home. Then it very organically, because that's what I like. I like when it's organic. Yes. Very organically turns into like a really good sexual moment. Okay. But it's not, it's got the same energy and the same athleticism and the same intensity.
So he's like doing push-ups while...
No, but he's carrying that energy into that moment. Okay. Right? That so like he's intensity, still that athleticism. Yeah. Okay. So that's the energy that they bring in. And it's not even long. In my mind, I was like, no, it can't even be long. It's got to be like kind of fast and intense, but like good. Yeah. Really, really good. Yeah. And then
like you're still a piece of weight. Like you're not even the feminine. You're still a piece of like a machine for him. Like you're some weights.
And I think there's something like comforting in that. I like that. Because it takes you out of like having to be super, how do I explain this? Not present, because I would be very present. But like my God, I need like language for this because I'm just verbalizing it right now. But I don't have to worry. There's no balance. There's no like making sure like, oh, is this person comfortable? Do I look good like this? No. It's just like this. It's an extension of what they were just doing. And it's like the final expression of that. You know what I mean?
And the final expression is on me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. After just being voyeuristic about it.
He's all sweaty all over you.
I need that. And I want like the nice, I don't even care if they're a bit stinky, you know, and they've got like the nice kind of shine.
That shine, that glee.
And they're like glimmer. Not really focused on me. Yeah. It's like, not like, oh, is this person comfortable? Is everything okay?
No, you're just, you're a piece of equipment. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Ooh. Right? Very. And good. Then nice domination, like.
But it's not like
not in a hard way, but in like
it's really
there's
organic.
A word for it. There's a word for it. I'll find the language.
But it's like super organic, right? Like I said, you're going from like that energy being in that place. Let's say it's the gym or whatever, right? Yeah. To that energy finishing off. And it's like you just watched all of that. Like I would just get to watch all of that. Yeah. And then I get to be a part of it without really being a part of it. Yeah. Right? And then because it's a date, then we shower, we get ready. Yeah. And then by then it's pretty dark. And then we go to like our very, very favorite restaurant. Yeah. Have good food, which is really fucking hard to come by nowadays. Mm-hmm. Have really good food. And then we go home, smoke some weed. Yeah. Watch a really good movie and maybe get like a finger bang or something like that. You know, finish off the night good. But that would be that's my kinky sex date. How do you feel about that one?
I love it.
Do you appreciate it more now?
I love it.
Because I think you were like really confused about it at first.
No, at first I was like, huh. I'm like, don't judge Crystal. She didn't judge yours.
No.
But I was like, it's different. But I think even with everything, like I said, remember, I'm expanding more. So when I think about it, I'm like, ooh, I like her voyeur aspect to it. I'm like, oh, that actually, I'm like, I could actually go to the gym with her and stand on the treadmill and be like, okay, babe.
You are missing out in life if you don't creep guys at the gym.
You know what I do at the gym. So I don't have time to go creep men when I'm self-pleasuring.
I'm actually so disappointed when I go to the gym and I go there and I'm like, what the fuck? There's like one guy and his girlfriend or like an old lady or something. I'm like, where's all the fucking dicks? Where are the men at?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, you got to pick your times, but it's funny because now when I go there, when it's peak time for like men to be all around, I go there with my son and his best friend. Oh. And then they start raging because they're like, everyone's creeping you. Dexter, last time I went there and he was like, you can't wear that shirt anymore, Mom. I was like, what? No. And it's a normal workout shirt. It's like a long sleeve Lululemon shirt. He's like, no, you can't wear that. He's like, I was about to rage on somebody. I was about to... And I'm like, is his dad? It's in his bloodline.
It's a little Nate. I'm going to punch them out.
Because I'm crazy and I'm confident.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh my God. So there you go. That's it. Okay, guys, prepare yourself for crystals. Oh my God, Crystal, we only have
Okay, I've got time. I can do mine in 20.
God.
Okay.
I'm stressed out about this hour and 10 minutes. I'm always stressed. Crystal is too. She just pretends she isn't.
She's right. I do pretend I'm not. Today and yesterday. Okay, so let's set the scene. For some reason, I feel like I'm in London.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in like Mayfair.
Ooh, okay.
And so there's really nice old hotels there.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the black taxi
Yeah. And I can feel that the streets are a little bit more tight.
And darker and cobblestone, right?
I like that.
So we're at a hotel and there's the chair where he's sitting and he's watching me get ready.
In your room, hotel room.
In our hotel room, yeah. And he's watching me get ready. And I've got this vision of him holding a glass of whiskey and maybe smoking a cigar, but that's what I see. And he's like looking in and I've got the music on and I'm dancing and I'm just in my joy. And I put on my thigh-high stockings and my beautiful black lace underwear and bra and a beautiful dress. But oh no, I have no shoes for our night.
This story's about to get crazy, y'all.
So we go to a mall. Not a mall. We'll go to maybe either Gucci store or Louis Christian Vuitton, somewhere where the shoes... They fit. Gucci fits me the best. Just letting you know, Gucci. My feet love your shoes. Just saying. So then we go into the shop and he sits down and he's like, go and pick out 5 or 6 pairs. Go pick them out.
Yeah.
And let's try them on. Okay. So I pick out my 5 or 6, maybe even 10 pairs. I don't know. The woman or man comes back and brings us all the shoes and he puts his hand up and he's like, no. I'll put them on and off for her. So he gets down on his knees and he's putting on my shoes. And then he sits there and watches me parade around the shop. And I'm like, how did he look? So we do this for about an hour and then we pick a pair. And then we go out. We find a black taxi. The black taxis are the best in the UK. The best. It's like, it just gives you that... And they're really big in the back, so you can do a lot of stuff in there.
She's not talking from experience or anything.
So we'll tip the taxi driver to have a little fun, a little foot fun before we go to, let's say, Nobu.
Okay.
Top beautiful restaurant in Mayfair.
Yeah.
And then we go walk in and then I play footsies. Like I take off my shoes and
I picture the restaurant being like nicely darkly lit too, but like with like the really well placed lights.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's a beautiful restaurant.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. And then I'll be like, make sure you unzip your pants. And then so I can put my feet in there and play
while we're having tights on?
Well, we're having dinner.
Tights,
yes, I've got the thigh highs on. So then we leave and oh no. Oh no. I hear children upstairs.
My children have forgotten that we are doing a podcast here today.
Oh no. Okay, back to my foot fetish story.
Yes.
So we are in the restaurant and we're kind of flirting and having a good time. And then we go back into the taxi cab. And this is where we offer the taxi cab driver a nice chunk of cash so we can fuck in the taxi. So that means shoes, high heels up like this in the taxi. And we're just, and then the taxi driver, you can see his eyes looking
because
back.
you like that part,
yeah,
right?
I like to be looked at. I like all eyes on me.
And you
I
also
love
like
watching.
to be a looker.
Yes, I love to look. I love voyeur. I love voyeurism. Just both sided. And then him and I decide if we want to go to a jazz club or wherever the night takes us.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the hotel room and he just worships all of me, starting at my feet. So he'll take off those shoes that he just bought me, and then we'll, work the rest of the night through there.
I like that.
I love it.
I hope
any men willing to come play.
I literally hope that you can have that one day. That's my dream for you.
It's going to happen, and I do hope Nate's shoulder gets better.
My husband had shoulder surgery, and you'll notice that a chronic thing I say is that I have a shoulder fetish. So I'm taking this as like goddess God challenging me, really challenging me. That's how I'm taking it. I gotta take it like that.
No, you do.
Yeah.
You do. He will be back on track.
Yeah, he will.
Soon.
He will.
Real
He's
soon. I
he's
feel like
confident and crazy.
Yeah. He's so cute. He's the cutest thing. Nate, I love you. I really do. You're so wonderful to put up with.
Put up with us.
Yeah.
I got a hair.
He's pretty amazing. He's a pretty amazing
That's stuck to my eyelash.
Oh.
I love those. So we hope that we really, seriously, we're going to be bossy. Do this. It's actually
please,
really fun to try to do it.
Have fun with this. Like really don't shy away. Like this is the whole thing of what we're trying to do within our own selves is find out what sparks that like
what's hiding. What's hiding?
So like the other I brought my ropes to Costa Rica and I was like, I'm going to start tying myself up because I'm very dominant.
Yes.
And I've never been submissive to anybody.
Yeah.
Jen, I let her spank me once.
Yeah.
Well, she spanked a few times. God, it hurt. Oh my God, did it ever hurt? She was good at what she did, but whoo, my ass was red.
Yikes.
But I was like thinking of things in my mind because I was like, no, I'm tired of being like no to that.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I'm like visualizing somebody like bending me over and spanking me. And I was like,
you got like excited? Yeah.
Like, look at my face.
But when you
right
told
now,
me
it's
that,
like,
you told me
like
that you got like your ego started taking over, right? And then your ego was like, you don't like that.
Yeah.
That's gross. Like, you don't need to be submissive. You're strong. Like, all of this stuff.
Yes. All of that conditioning and that whole woman power, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But that is toxic. That energy that was talking to me, that's a immature feminine energy, right? Because a mature feminine energy will be like, oh, thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
That's not. Why can't
like,
we explore all around?
I hear you, ego.
Yeah.
And you came from, you've been created for some reason. But for now, I like to talk to my ego the way that I would talk to like a 5-year-old. And I'll say to it like, I understand where you're coming from. I get why you're frustrated. I get why you're upset. But just for now, let's just try this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you don't tell your ego, if you don't give your ego like a time limit, it goes bananas. It's like, it's going to be like this forever. Everything's going to be crazy. Yeah. Where if you're like, just right now, we're going to try this right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I kind of deal with personally with my ego. Anytime that it like loudly comes in like that, I'm like, this is a temporary thing. We're going to just temporarily try this, you know? And I feel like the ego is kind of, at least mine, tends to be like, okay.
Well, I told my ego, I'm like, you can't fight this excitement and this big
Right.
cheeky grin and this tingling within my whole being. I'm like, you're not winning
Yeah.
on this. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to explore this realm.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some feminine energy there.
Yeah.
With submission. And I don't know what it is yet. I'm still peeling back the layers to this onion.
Because you were like the absolute opposite. Like as hardcore as it can get.
Yeah. Opposite. So that for me, it's like, how do I soften into that?
Yeah.
How do I take control back of me and let the ego like allow it to try to want to play with this instead of like, number one, shunning it away.
Yeah.
Being like, I think it's a good, what you said. It's like, okay, this isn't forever.
Yeah.
We're just going to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that's what it's been. I've been like, we've never tried this before. How do we know? This is what I said to my ego. I'm like, how do we know we don't like it?
I love that you and I talk to our ego the same.
How do you like? You don't even
say
know.
that.
Like you're just saying no, and we haven't even tried it. And so I'm like, I'm calling bullshit. Just like I've been calling bullshit with some other stuff.
You're the first person I've ever met that literally actually, because I was like, I remember we first started talking about like the way we talk to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you actually say that stuff to yourself? You're like, yes. And I was like, me too. Like I'm so like bipolar. Like I will literally be like, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm tired. I don't care. We're going to the gym. I will literally talk to myself. Yeah. Like that. Because if I don't, I just can't be trusted. I need something to guard me, or else I'm gonna just, I'll be led completely by my ego. Yeah. You know? So I need to have some safeguards there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That was awesome. We're at our little limit thing.
Yeah, we are. But please, come on, everybody. Have some fun. This is the whole
creative.
This is the whole point of this, is to get creative and to really think outside, right? This is your little box, your little world box. Go outside of it. Yeah. God, there's so much fun. There's so much, like, let's go back to being kids, like, to be curious. Yeah. Exploring what our kinks are, what our pleasures are, what our no's are, and then asking when something no comes up, like, no, I don't like that, being like, why? Yeah. Why?
Because there might be a really valid reason. Yeah. And sometimes there might not be, and you're just like, you know what, really, it just doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. Yeah. Very much so. Okay. That was fun. Thank you for sharing your sexy date.
Thanks for sharing your kinks too, babe. Yay!
And they're so different.
I know. Like,
they're fun.
So super opposite.
Super different. Yeah. Okay, so I think in our next, look at us, we sound like we're professional and we're planning stuff. In our next episode, I think we're going to talk a little bit about Crystal's time in Costa Rica. And then we'll see what the fuck comes up with that, because we never know, because we don't plan shit. Yeah. So I'm sure by the next thing, we'll have lots to say, as we always do. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to sign off, motherfuckers. Thank you so much for listening to this shit. Yes. Because we just rambled basically for an hour. Yeah. That's what we do. But we want you guys to ramble with us. So leave comments and share your stuff with us. Like, don't be shy. So we're going to make some groups a little bit more private, I think. So then we have a place where we feel super safe. Where like, I think we should do a little non-disclosure agreement, because then people can really feel safe, babe. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk to my homie. He's a lawyer friend of mine, and I'm gonna ask him. Because I think if people have that, they'll really, like, they can soften into it. Yeah. They can fully soften into there. And we'll just create safety so people feel that way regardless. Yeah, that's what it is. This is a safe, sacred space for us and for you. Okay. We love you fuckers. Bye. Bye, bitches.